Okay, so this is my circuit for the final project. I chose to do the line tracker. So I guess first, before I do the simulation, I guess it would be helpful for me to go through all the chips. So then right up here at the beginning is AND gate. There, I use this for 2 AND gates. Each of the AND gates I use has 3 inputs, so 1 on each side in this case. Here is an OR gate. This is just a I have this as just a standard 2-input OR gate, but this is very important, and I'll explain that a little later when I start doing the simulation. This is an inverter. This down here is an AND gate, and then this is another OR gate. Then in this column here, these 3 chips are all AND gates. And then over here, you have up here the 555 counter, and then it's also as well as the LED to show the clock pulse. And then these 3 chips here are registers, and then here is a push button I installed for the reset. And then over here is where I'm going to do the simulations in a very soon. But first, like, you have I tried to keep it as simple as possible, so it was the basic function of the circuit was clear. So here I put in 8 push buttons, each representing one of the sensors, obviously. And then down here, and then obviously they're connected to power here, and then these wires, these long wires you see, connect them back to the inputs of the state machine. And then down here, I drew from the outputs of the registers to get to the LEDs, so they're on at the command of the state machine, dependent on the inputs. So then for this simulation, what I ended up, it's important to note, is that basically how this is broken down is that these 3 are command for the right motor, and then these 3 are command for the left motor, and then these center 2 are crucial for going straight. So say if I want to go left, I'll have to push down the first 4. I mean, if I want to go right, the first 4 will go down. And if I want to go left, the bottom 4 have to go down. So basically when, and this will be shown in the simulation when I start, when these 2, the center 2, these are the ones, mind you, that go back to the OR gate, when these 2 are at 0, the machine commands the line tracker to go straight. So again, this will be easier to understand in my report because I'll write it out more explicitly, and then obviously this circuit's a mess to follow along on, but nonetheless I'll start. So here we are. That's just the pulse. So then here, as you can see, this is the reset default state, so it's not doing anything. So like no matter, so I push that one or that one, or all 3 of the top 3, or this one, or like all 3 at the bottom, like it's not gonna affect these because the 2 in the center are straight. The 2 in the center are at 0, which means that the state machine is being told to keep it straight. But now I want to go say right, and mind you, these 2 LEDs represent the right motor, these 2 are the left. So at 0, 0, and 0, 0, it's all going straight, but at 1, 1, 0, 0, like as I'm about to show, see, now it's going right. And then now I want to make it go left. I want these 2 LEDs to be on. So then it's going to be the bottom 4. So see, no matter what I push, if these 2 are 0, nothing's going to happen because it's going to go straight. So that's why. And this is better explained in the video, but like this one, where I push just down the top 3, or down the bottom 3, or just like these 3. These are going straight because that's the most crucial part. So basically you need the top 4 for it to go right, and then the bottom 4 for it to go left. and obviously it won't have all. If it has all, then it'll go vector straight. But here, and then that comes from, of course, the right motor is handled by this register, and the left motor is handled by this register. And then this register here is basically, honestly, I guess the best way to describe it, let me turn this off, is basically a loop. So it kind of just goes around to deal with the problem with the intersection. And then this button down here is reset. Obviously, it's not going to do anything now, but that's just the reset. So then, yeah, I don't know what else really to simulate. So at this point, I think that in conjunction with the report, I think this is fairly clear as to what this is going to do.